they call when they put pancakes on top of one another?
Stacking.
I had a guy defend his title in the state of Texas. He sent someone over to watch them wrap the hand. It was stacking, and the commission okayed it. But now, 3 months later, they had fights there. They said it was illegal.
And that's in Texas.
So when it came to my guy, it was okay. But I say that to say this, is that what happens is, and I've seen that plenty of times, is that you get some of these people that work for the commission that are either a friend or a fan of the fighter and the trainer. And they let them do what the fuck they want to do. That's the problem.
So for people who watch us, who are lay people, what is the proper way to wrap hands?
This is what they say you could put tape on the wrist, which, okay, makes sense. Because you're not punching the guy with your wrist. But as you can see in that video, he was putting it on his hand. And then you're going to put gauze on top of that and then tape again. So, I mean, it's like a cast. And if you can already punch, it just increases your punching power. I mean, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to say it increases your punching power. It just makes the punches harder. Because you're getting hit with more of a brick. But once that gauze gets wet, come on. It's not a beautiful thing. And if you're not getting hit by it, you wouldn't know.
Anytime you put tape on the skin, and then gauze, then tape again, then gauze, in my opinion, is stacking. 100% that's stacking. The issue is that some commissions allow you to put tape on the skin and then put gauze, and then put tape, and then put gauze, as long as it's not over the knuckle. Mm-hmm. I still believe that's stacking, but you got to go by the rules of the commission. I don't know where Inoue was fighting on that on the video, but that's 100% stacking in my opinion. That's how stacking is described, by using tape, gauze in that order. Mm-hmm. You know, I was always taught to wrap. You put gauze on the skin, and then you put the tape, and then your wrap is over with. But now here is the thing. Some commissions are allowing that because they say that the tape is not over the skin and it doesn't make a difference. What I say is, if it didn't make a difference, then why are they doing it? Mm-hmm. What I say is, just because the tape's not over the skin, that doesn't mean that it's not making your weapon harder. In this case, your weapon is your fist. So you putting the tape on the small bones on the back of the hand, you're securing them and you're making them harder upon impact. So I think it's 100% stacking. Unfortunately, boxing doesn't have universal rules, and you have some commissioners that literally allow it. I've asked personally, and they've told me, no, it's not on the knuckle. We allow that here. So I don't know what the rules are in Japan, and I don't know where he was being wrapped at in that video. But from the definition of stacking the wraps is using tape, then gauze, then tape, then gauze. When it becomes wet, it gets harder, and when the tape is on the skin, it makes the hand more secure. That's the exact definition of stacking. It's unfortunate that some commissions are allowing it, and the smart trainers, they know which commission allow it and which commission don't, and then they do it if the commission allow them to do it.
So on the flip of that, since that is allowable in Japan, if Fulton did that to his hands, and that's something he typically doesn't do, how could that affect his punching ability? Would it affect him in any way since he can do it too now, if it's allowable there?
First of all, I don't know if it's allowed in Japan. Mm-hmm. Secondly, it could affect him. It could affect him in a good way. It could make his fist harder. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. I don't know who's wrapping his hands. Some trainers may not know how to stack. You know, like you wrapping your hands is an acquired skill. Mm-hmm. You got to wrap a lot of hands to get good at it. Mm-hmm. So some people may not know how to put the tape on the skin and make it hold. You know, some trainers obviously are well versed in it, and some may not. So I don't know who's wrapping his hands out there. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot depends on that. You know, like I said, I don't know what the rules are. It definitely will be a concern of mine if I watch a guy do that, you know, especially with the power this guy has. So I don't know what the rules are, and most importantly, I don't know who's wrapping Scooter's hands. So we got to see.